CMM Breaking News is back. With me, Hikmah Nur Azizah, and
I am Aulia Hidayah.
We will present the hottest news today. So, don't go anywhere. The Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysics Agency has issued an early warning for extreme weather in Indonesia. It is estimated that some areas will experience heavy rains accompanied by strong winds and lightning. According to information on the web.meteo.bmkg.go.id page, the Deputy for Meteorology on Sunday, 24 October 2021, said that Tropical Depression A was observed in the Eastern Pacific Ocean of the Philippines. Meanwhile, 29 tropical cyclone seeds were observed in the South China Sea west of the Philippines. Cyclonic circulation is observed in the waters west of Bengkulu, which forms a bathing area and wind declaration or convergence that extend from the waters west of Sumatra, west to the western waters of Bengkulu. And this area of convergence were observed expanding from the western waters of West Sumatra to the western coast of Bengkulu, from western Lampung to western waters of Lampung, in North Kalimantan, from central Sulawesi to the Sulawesi Sea, and from Cendrawasih Bay to West Papua and in central Papua. And this condition can increase the potential for rain cloud growth around the tropical depressions, tropical cyclone seedlings, cyclonic circulation, and along the convergence area. The following areas have the potential for extreme weather to occur on Monday, 25 October 2021, and the least area for potential heavy rain can be accompanied by lightning and strong winds are Aceh, West Sumatra, Riau, Jambi, South Sumatra, Banten, West Java, West Nusa Tenggara, East Nusa Tenggara, West Kalimantan, Central Kalimantan, North Kalimantan, East Kalimantan, South Kalimantan, Central Sulawesi, West Sulawesi, Southeast Sulawesi, and West Papua. And the following area have the potential for extreme weather to occur on Tuesday, 26 October 2021, and this area with the potential for heavy rain which can be accompanied by strong winds or hurricanes and lightnings are Aceh, Sumatra, Riau, Bengkulu, Jambi, South Sumatra, Banten, West Java, West Kalimantan, and Central Kalimantan. And for all people, advise to always be careful and always maintain your health. And now, we move on to another news. It is related to last night's news about 3 dead bodies found on the banks of a river in Kulon Progo. The 3 corpses have washed up on the banks of a river of Progo River in Kulon Progo Regency in the province special region of Yogyakarta. They were retrieved by a local fisherman who lives nearby, Mr. Budi, on Saturday evening. And as soon as he knew that the 3 students were already dead, he reported to the police. The 3 corpses are identified as middle school students from Harapan 1 Junior High School, and at least 64 students were in that scout activity, and they were divided into 8 groups of scouts. Until now, 50 students have been rescued alive, and the 3 students are dead, and there are still 11 students missing. And now, we move to our reporter who has been on the location, and let's hope there has been an update from last night's evacuations.
Alright, I'm now at the location of the incident, which is Progo River, Wijingolyo Village, Nanggulan District, Kulon Progo Regency. This river is the current de facto borderline between Kulon Progo Regency and Sleman Regency. So I have been here for the past an hour, and the situation is quite crowded here. A joint team consisting of a search and rescue or SAR team and the police are working hard to find the rest of the missing students. There are also some local villagers who are in the location, and it seems that they are the families of the missing students. As we know, the team has been working and searching for the 11 missing students since yesterday, Saturday, October 16. Last night, the situation here was quite difficult since there was heavy rain, and now the river is flooding due to the overflow water capacity.
Reporter Yanti, so we are curious about how the both students will have drowned into the river. Could you tell us the chronology order of the accident?
From the information we have gathered, there were at least 64 students in the scout activity, and they were divided into 8 groups of scouts. And on Saturday afternoon at around 4 p.m., 2 local villagers saw some students were marching in the woods nearby. The witnesses did not see the students that they were going into the river. At that time, the weather was cloudy and there might have been rain soon. At around 5 p.m., heavy rain happened while the students were crossing the Proko River to go back to their school. The river was overflowing and the students were still in the river and they were drowned. On Saturday night, a local fisherman who lives nearby, Mr. Budi, found the 3 students who were all dead. After that, the joint team, the police and the SAR team got down to the location to immediately search for the other students. Until around Saturday midnight, 15 students in total were all found alive. The evacuation was still ongoing until around 4 a.m. They had to delay the evacuation until 5 a.m. due to the heavy rain.
Oh, that is quite tricky. They should not have allowed students to cross the river while the weather was bad. And what about the official statement from the school?
Until now, there has been no official statement from the school about this incident. The rumor says that the principal of the school did not know about the scout activity on Saturday afternoon. Some say that the scouts coaches did not ask for permission to run this activity to the school superiors.
Reporter Yanti, until now, what about the news update of the 11 missing students?
About 30 minutes ago, 5 students were found and they have been officially reported dead by the rescue team, and now those 5 victims are picked up by their families and they are now heading home.
So, the news update is 5 students have been found. Is that correct?
Yes, and there are still 6 students missing. So, alright, we go back to the studio. Hikmah.
Alright, thank you Reporter Yanti. And that was all from Reporter Yanti, live reporting from the location. So, until now there are still 6 missing students. Let's hope they can be found soon. And alright, we will be still waiting for the news update and we will keep updating about the evacuations on the studio. That is all from our studio for now. Thank you.
WIB, coba cek Tokopedia ke tanggal 25 sampai akhir bulan. Banyak diskon, bebas ongkir dan bisa bayar di tempat. Semua selalu ada, selalu bisa di Tokopedia. Waktu Indonesia belanja di Tokopedia.
According to the data from the COVID-19 Task Force, until Sunday, 24 October, there were an additional 623 new cases infected with corona in Indonesia. This brings the total 4,240,019 total positive cases of corona in Indonesia. Viewers, This afternoon, there was an accident on the Cipularang Toll Road, kilometer 91, lane B from Bandung to Jakarta, which resulted in driver's death on the spot. It is known that the driver of the car was the director of Indomarko, namely Prismatama Yan Bastian. In the following, the reporter Bayu will convey clearly and completely about the accident. Please, reporter Bayu.
Alright, thank you, Aulia. Good evening, viewers. This time I'm at the Cipularang Toll Road. Here I will report an accident where the director of Indomarko Prismatama, Yan Bastian, died in a car accident at Saturday, October 16, 2021 at 5:25 p.m. 8 people became a victim. One died, namely Yan Bastian, and the other with minor injuries ran to Abdul Razak Hospital.
So, reporter Bayu, would you tell us about the chronology of the accident?
Yeah, alright. So, according to head of the Purwakarta Police, Ibda Jamal said the incident began when the driver of the container allegedly lost control. The container with number B9318GAY that came from Bandung allegedly lost control on a straight road slightly downhill. Then the container lost control and hit another Hyundai minibus tricycle with number B1152HSV coming from the same direction. As a result, the loss was estimated at 50 million rupiah. The container driver is suspected to have left the vehicle after the incident, and it is still under investigation. As a result of the accident, traffic on the Cipularang Toll Road from Bandung to Jakarta was reported to have come to a complete standstill. And now the police did an in-depth investigation regarding this accident, including hunting for the container truck driver who fled after the incident. But several CCTV cameras around the scene were checked by the police. This CCTV examination was carried out as a material for investigation to reveal the exact cause of the deadly incident. CCTV footage is needed to find out the time before the two vehicles were involved in the accident, starting from which lane of the vehicle, traffic conditions, and whether there was a negligence or damage to the two vehicles. And the incident is still being investigated by the Purwakarta Police, and the container truck driver that involved in the incident will be heard. Alright, that's all from me. Now go back to the studio.
Alright, that's all for today's CMM Breaking News. I am Aulia Hidayah Firdhanti,
Hikmah Nur Azizah.
along with our colleagues saying goodbye. Good evening.